Okay, I think we're all set. Howdy, everybody. Last minute technical problems. One of these days I'm going to remember every time I reboot my computer, my camera settings get all and I have to go back and them. Known issue with the particular devices and software and so on I'm using. But yeah, it's kind of annoying. But we got it fixed. So I think everything is working properly. Let me go check one more thing here. I also did a bunch of fiddling with my some of my sound stuff, so let me know if I failed to put them back to the way they're supposed to be. Looks like everything's working there. Alright, give this thingy now. And I think we are good to go. So, howdy, welcome. I am Vormithrax. This is Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. We're playing Karel Kolchek. Karel Kolchek, the Night Stalker. It's a game in progress. We just started it on Monday, and we're still alive. First attempt. Oh man. So hard. Such a hard world. Such a hard world. And we kept the first guy, first time alive. So it's not Karel Kolchek 2 or 3 or 9 or any of my poor sequential characters in some of my playthroughs. So yeah, we're still alive. We're in a safe-ish place. The big news is we got our antibiotics and we got out of the city. So here's the city. Well, okay, over here's the city. There's the city. That's the city we started in. And I forget exactly where we started. Where the hell did we start? Somewhere over here, I think. I forget now. But yeah, we started it right over there. And middle of the city. With zombies, every single zombie having 150% action points and 150% toughness. Oh my god. 150% speed is what it's called, or I forget the exact term in the settings. But yeah, when you up that speed, you're not actually just giving them more movement speed. It's their action points, so they actually get to hit more often too. So, oh man, 150% is the tipping point. I did a bunch of testing before I picked that number, and it's the tipping point where I specifically picked it after testing. It's that spot, or it's within the range where you cannot outwalk 99% of the zombies. Normally, with all the default game world settings, if you're in good shape and the zombie's walking towards you, you can just walk away from him. You'll maintain your stamina, you'll get a slight lead on him, and you'll eventually leave him behind. But with this speed setting, even the slow zombies can walk faster than me. But if I go to sprint mode, run mode, I can, for a short time, as long as my breath holds out, my stamina holds out, I can get a distance on them. I can increase the gap. I can increase the range. But that only lasts for a very short period of time. So it's right in that spot where it just totally removes so many of your options. You can't, with knowledge and experience and practice, choose the zombies using different movement capabilities and so on. So it's taken away a lot of my toys. A lot of toys I normally use heavily in my my zombie adventures when I'm running around, especially in towns, got removed. It caused a radical revisit on what I consider a dangerous situation, how I get away from it, and so on. I'm actually more worried about having problems out in the wilderness than I was in the city at this point. Because at least in the city, I had lots of buildings, vehicles, and so on nearby that I could use as blockers, as safety points, and so on. So I'm really going to have to change my normal methods and behaviors. Because if I get surprised out in the middle of nowhere with no cover nearby, it's fight or die. There's no flight option, none whatsoever. I have no chance of getting away from anything. So, yeah, yeah, we'll see. But we did survive. We're at, 6 a.m., day 62. Now, I did start in the evening. I started a night cycle, or a night start, so, because I ain't stupid. I knew if I did a day start, I'd be instantly dead. So we did a night start. We started at 2200, so it's 6, 7 a.m. the next morning. So we've only had 9 hours go by. Yeah, and we got our antibiotics into our system, I think, like hour 2. I forget now. Hour 2, hour 3. Did I write it down this time? Sometimes I write this stuff down. Nope, I didn't write it down. But whatever. We got our antibiotics within the first couple of hours. We did not find it at the pharmacy. We actually made a trip to the pharmacy, and we did not get antibiotics at the pharmacy. Oh, did I mention that I've also dialed down the item drop rate again? I'm way down on my item drop rate. So, yeah, this one's here. Let me run my little thing here. I forgot to run this. Did I not put it? There it is. Doop doop doop. All right. Got a little button I can push to run all these things. Yeah, no mods this time out, and yeah, the world settings, it's spawn rate 25%. We got a 0.25 item spawn rate, so that 0.25 item spawn rate, we got no antibiotics in the pharmacy. There was only one to choose from, so that just about put a damper on things. And then we got a miracle find, and as soon as we found that, we got in our vehicle and got out of town. So that's kind of where we're at now. We did a little bit of traveling, and we had seen a little bit of the map. So we do know there is a normal lab right over here. Why is why is my note here if the lab is here? How did I manage that? Whatever. So we know the lab's there. What else did we find? Luxury RV with some gas in it. We've grabbed the ID card out of the hazardous waste sarcophagus. And then we decided we had to choose where to go hang out. So we kind of looked over here, didn't see much. We had a choice, in my mind, of either the dairy farm or the horse ranch. And either one generally has no zombies as an initial spawn, so they're both safe-ish. We're right up against a swamp and a river, and it's out in the middle of nowhere. Same with this. So either one of them would probably do. But we got all the stuff we need right here at the dairy farm, so I finally decided we're just going to stick around here. Basically, we're on our death watch. We're just waiting to see if the infection kills me regardless. The chances of finding gamma-globulin were dismal at best, so we didn't bother to stick around to try to find any of that to boost my immune system. So we are now at the vagaries of a random chance. Nothing I can do. I try to eat a little bit healthy, but that's going to have such a minuscule effect over the next 2 days that it's kind of pointless or regardless. But I'll try not to trash my health stat any further than it is trashed. But otherwise, yeah, I could still die, even though we've got antibiotics. Which would really, really bum me out. To die again to the to the infection with antibiotics thing on this hard a difficulty level. Just it's rough. It's rough. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and habitate here. I'm just gonna pass time, really. There's not much else I'm gonna try to do while we're waiting for this. Because there's nothing I can do. Eat my antibiotics and let time pass and wait to die or to live. So we got 13 doses still, and as you can see, we have our took antibiotic. I wish it showed maybe a timer here or something. It's hard to keep track sometimes, especially when you play in batches like I do, where a few days might go by. I don't remember when I took it, and I don't want to go to sleep. And then 2 minutes after I fall asleep, have this go away and have 8 hours of me not with the antibiotics in my system. So I'll have to double up my dosage probably just to be safe. Other than that, though, we're in pretty good shape. Oh yeah, I should leave this up. So good traits, bad traits. Nothing super major here in the good or the bad. We are a photojournalist, Karel Kolchek, the Night Stalker. Our overall goal, our long-term goal, if we do survive the infection stage and we can manage to stay alive in this world setting, is to try to take some pictures of some noteworthy zombies or enemies in general. I haven't picked a number or a type list yet. We're going to see if we survive the infection first. If we survive the infection, at that point, I'll start taking suggestions for how many to put on the list and which names to put on the list. And then we'll go search for them. We'll see if we can keep alive while we go try to take pictures of these enemies. So if we can get a picture of each of the enemies on our list, then I'm thinking 10 is a good number. We'll have 10 different things I have to go find and take pictures of. And if I get to that and then get to a radio tower or something to piggyback a signal, a transmission of my pictures and my story back to my bosses, wherever they are, we'll consider that a victory and an endpoint for the challenge. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So unfortunately, this next little bit is going to be the boring bit where I'm not going to get much done as I wait to see if we recover from this infection. So I do probably need to move some stuff over into the house. I don't expect too many visitors, but it is possible. Let's see. Oh yeah, here is the gear. This is the gear we're using that we got out of town with. So we got some drugs. We got some okay drugs. I don't think I have any cough syrup, but oh well. But we got some pretty good drugs. We got some first aid kits, I think, in the back. We got the claw bar, so yay us. We got a toolbox, yay us. So we're pretty well set for a lot of the basic tools. I was pretty happy with what we managed to get before we had to get out of there. Man, it was nerve-wracking creeping around, though, when even the little tiny zombies can take me apart with their hyper speed and hyper attacks. Oh yeah, we have a katana. Unfortunately, it's not a real one. It's a replica, but it's still way better than a stick, which is what I was using at first. So, yeah, we has a replica katana that we haven't managed to put a ding in yet. And I think the ballistic vest, the empty ballistic vest, is the only other thing of note. Without the plates, because I think those plates are stupid. But I'll take the vest. The vest is base stats pretty good. And reasonable for what I value. Other than that, just pretty basic stuff. So I need... I forget what I've got in front versus in back. I've got nothing with carry capacity up front with me. I remember there were things I was going to try to work on, but... because we do have a toolbox, so we have all the tools at our disposal. Part of the problem, though, is when I built the character, I had to get certain things that I needed and wanted for the challenge, and I got no skills whatsoever other than the combat skills. So we got Fab 1 making lockpicks, and that's it. I got nothing else. Other than that, it's just some unarmed and some melee for the ninjutsu, and that's it. Nothing else. So, and we picked up drive just by driving around. Speaking of which, turn that stupid thing off. That's too much drive skill. I want to drift, damn it. Alright, yeah. So what... let's see, this is what's in there. I'm almost full up right now. Let's just grab a milk. Gotta get that down as soon as possible so we don't waste any. And this is the extra stuff that's in the front basket here. We'll leave that alone for now. We'll take the first aid instruction book, though. And a blanket and a pillow. I'm already just about completely full right now. Alright, let's hop out. Man, I can't state how nervous I get just moving around like I normally do, because normally I know I can easily outdistance anything. If I got a full bar of stamina, very, very few things can really make me have a bad time while I have a full bar of stamina. It's always when I lose a bar or two that I start to sweat a bit and get a little nervous. But I can't even afford to do that. Just hopping out of the vehicle right now and moving around here, if I do it in a way that burns stamina on accident, like if I'm in run mode or whatever, could have serious consequences if something shows up. So here's everything else. We got some guns. We haven't used them yet. Cameras, candles. Yeah, I should take some candles. And I'll need to come back and get some more stuff, unless I throw on the molly pack and the other molly pack. Oh, nope, only can't do that. That's good enough. So what else do we want to take? Oops, I didn't want the camera. I don't want the camera. Alright, so smart lamp. I got reading light. Reading light's really all I need. I don't know which is more energy efficient. I got batteries in a number of things that we haven't stripped out yet. Yeah, sure. Not gonna worry about the clothes for the moment. Chunks of meat. We has cake. Let's have the cake first. I know that's counter to my keep our health stat up, but the change is so minimal. Or such the period of time we're talking about. That will be fine. So you can see we got some food. I'm not too worried about food and hydration between now and inevitable septic death from the infection. Either Ezreal. Oh, day's going pretty well. Pretty good. Alright, let's guess. Yeah, we don't have much in the way of ammo. I guess I should take the M4 with me just in case. And we are now nauseous. Everything's nice pinkish purple. I'm not going to worry about the rest. We'll come out and get some of this stuff later. Alright, let's... was there a blanket? So it's not a blanket. I need to make a hole in the fence here. Not with my katana though. Oh, I'm carrying them. Alright. Yeah, let's climb it for the moment. I'll make a hole. Alright, let's assume we're gonna sleep in the bedroom. You. Some blankets. The pillow that I forgot to pick up. Alright, fine. Fine, be that way. Blanket there for now, and what else do I want to do? All the windows closed up. Don't have any line of sight issues. And we'll just use the kitchen as our temp base with the access to the oven. I think I picked up some cooking implements, or I'm thinking about the other playthrough, but I'll just drop some stuff right here. Oh, that's right. We got that shotgun I was going to use. Leave that. Keeping all this on me. Guess I didn't really pick up that much extra stuff, did I? Not a 45. Okay, sheet, stick it, string, and nail. You are all mine. Keep the stick. Dump the rest for possible component parts. Use the stick, make a hole. Guess I could disassemble it since I have tools, but where's the fun in that? Alright, we have achieved a hole. We received 2 planks and a pointy stick as reward. What else? Oh, no, no. I think my clothes are adequate to the purposes. Combat knife? Yeah, I should take Splash wear the combat. And I should probably eat the stuff that's going to go bad pretty quick. Take the eggs. What else? Chunk of meat and the pizzas. Alright. Bratwurst, meat. And good enough. And I should also grab the jerry can. We'll get some water before I forget. So if you're not aware, swamps have 2 different types of water. These puddles could be freshwater or saltwater. And you just gotta check them. Right here, it'll say saltwater. Saltwater. Fine, don't show me there. Saltwater, saltwater. Come on. Oh, there we go. So that does not say saltwater. That's the standard water right there. So just keep checking them. And I don't think I've ever had a swamp space not have fresh water. So portal container, jerry can. Are we overweight now? We are significantly overweight, so I gotta be careful here. If anything surprises me, I could be in trouble while I'm draining stamina, moving while overloaded. Alright, let's drop this for the moment. Ooh, free can of water. And still got my stick. Make a bit of a mess. Okay. Here we go. So we got a table to craft on. We got our fire source. Got our water supply. Now I just need something I can put clean water in. Gallon jug would be great. Can't remember if I think I brought at least 1 gallon jug with me. No? No gallon jugs? I'll have to check up front. Ah, gallon jug of cheap one. There we go. Ditch that. Take the sewing kit in, take the reading light in. Sure, take that in too. And I don't think I need any of that with me. Oh, there's my pillow. I think you're fairly well set. So here's our vehicle. We've got a goodly amount of diesel. So we got 16 liters of diesel, so that's plenty for me to find more diesel. So I'm not worried about that. The battery's great condition. The engine takes a few tries to start, but has no faults. I think one time it took me like 7 tries while zombies were starting to surround me and beat on my vehicle, and it finally started up. So it's a little scary, but it will start eventually. Other than that, it's in okay shape. We're missing 1 wheel, so the front left wheel is gone. But we got the other 3, and it's driving fine. So it's been extremely useful. So we're in good shape with the vehicle. And we've got one over here we can use for parts and such. I can steal the wing mirrors. I just need to get myself bootstrapped up to mechanics so I can grab the wing mirrors and get them installed. Take the seat belts out and all that kind of stuff. We've got another vehicle. We've got a bicycle that works. We've got a quad bike. Quad bike works. And there's a ton of gas in one of these vehicles. I forget which. Is it the truck? I think it's the truck. We got like 90 gas sitting in the truck, so even though this has got a leaky tank, it's a slow leak, and we could drive it for quite a bit if we wanted to. So, and another bike. I think this is the perfect condition bike. So that's why I decided to stay here. Just too much fun, good stuff right here. And free seafood. We got the giant crayfish north of us. We could go get some some seafood. Alright, so that's the situation. Let's go ahead and pop back inside and we'll drop my pillow. So depending on how long we stay here, we can take apart 3 parts of the bed for rags, for crafting. We've got the couch we can take apart for crafting. And we've got whatever curtains I deem capable of me removing and not affecting much. And that's about the limit. I can get string from the seat belts in the various vehicles, so thread will be no problem. So we'd be able to, with these materials, pretty easily craft our way up to, well, we only need to get to 3, because then we've got the book to take us to 6, so we can get tailoring 6 pretty easily with minimal effort. We're only 8 intelligence with no reading bonuses, so it would take a bit of time. But that's an option. I'm going to want to get my mechanic skill up, so I need some nails and some 2x4s for that. Oh, actually, we've got crates. I should be able to put lids on the crate. Take them off, put them on, take them off, put them on, and level my mechanics up, I believe, as well. Yeah, let's go look at that real quick. So if we, let's see. Trying to remember. Steel crate. That's the one right there. Notice it says Mechanics 0 for Seal Crate. This is one of the 2 methods to go from Mechanics 0 to Mechanics 1. All you gotta do is seal the crate. Just takes a hammer and 6 nails. Then you pop it open, then you seal it again. Then you pop it open, then you seal it again. And you'll get yourself up to Mechanics 1. This presupposes you have some crates nearby, I guess. Can you craft crates? I never actually thought about that. No. I don't think so, but I'm at 0 skill, so maybe they are craftable, but if you happen to have crates, you can do that. So let's, did we get enough nails from what I took apart here? Oh yeah, 20 nails. Let's go see how long this takes. Focus of 63. And go ahead and seal the crate. Right there. So at focus 63, we gained 8%. So it's going to take a few tries. What is that? Like 13 tries if we maintain our focus. But now we can pop it open, and I think it burns the nails. So we might have to go get a bunch of nails. Hopefully we have enough. There's not a lot of places to get nails. So If I run out of furniture to take apart and get nails, we might have to actually deconstruct them. I think I get better nails if I deconstruct than if I smash. But, yeah. Let me check my... So, yeah, we're down to 14. So it is burning the nails each time we do it, but, small price to pay. How long is it taking? 10 minutes per attempt? That's not too bad. That's just cows. And we're out of nails. And we got to 27%. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it, if you're not aware, is to take 2x4s or planks and nails, and you craft yourself 4 wooden frames. And then you use one wooden frame to start a vehicle, use a second wooden frame to add a box to it. Then you start a second vehicle with the third wooden frame, and you add a box to that one, and then you'll be level 1. You'll have 1 mechanics. So, build 4 wooden frames, make 2 vehicles, each with a wooden box, and welcome to mechanics level 1. That's the other method. So I'm going to take this apart anyway, so let's go ahead and get some light in here, and deconstruct some furniture. How many did I get from that? Got only 8 nails. Ouch. Yeah, we might be better served to do the build 4 wooden frames method. Might be able to get away with doing just 1, then seal the box once or twice. We'll see. Protect my back, cows. 9 nails. Heck. Oh, I need light. Alright, let's see how many that gives us. Here we go. Oops. Spelled it wrong. 60 nails. How much does it cost? Frame. Wooden frame. So each wooden frame is 6 minutes, so it's 24 minutes to make the normal 4 wooden frames you would need. And then you'd need 80 nails total. So I don't want to make the frames if I don't need to. I guess I'll just keep burning nails. Not too concerned about it. Once we get past that stage, we're not going to need more that I'm aware of. If we do, go somewhere else. I do not have any way of making myself deaf yet. Alright, so we've got light, I know that. We've got wood for our oven when the sun goes down. It's only 10 a.m., so we get quite a bit of daylight still. Go ahead and finish this process up. I think we'll just stand in the middle and we'll... this way. How we doing? Mechanics 1! We're done. Alright, there you go. That's how you can, one method you can do it with. We even got some nails left over. So, now that we have that, let's go ahead and leave this behind. first. Remove seatbelts. So we got 3 seatbelts. Let's go ahead and yoink the wing mirrors also. That's all I care about for the immediate time. We're going to install the wing mirrors in these front corner positions. That turns them into inline mirrors, and they're much less susceptible to getting ripped off the vehicle than when they hang out like big old elephant ears on the sides. It does cut down very slightly on the view out the back, so when you have the mirrors hanging out the sides, it gives you a view range that cuts slightly back behind the vehicle. With inline mirrors, you're going to get like a straight line, so you lose a tiny bit of coverage right out the back of the vehicle, but it's so small, I don't consider it consequential, and not having to constantly replace these things is a much better solution in my mind. So pick them in these corners, and then you have inboard mirrors or inline mirrors in those spots. Alright, yeah, inboard mirrors. So we got that done. I guess let's go ahead and run down to the other vehicle. 4 different ones, huh? Remove seatbelts. I don't want any problems with string or thread, thank you very much. I think I'm gonna leave the driver's seat one alone for the moment. We'll come back and get it if we absolutely need it, but otherwise, yeah, I don't think I need anything else from you. Hey, Androthy, thanks much for the resub. So I think that's all I need to do to mess with the vehicles for the moment. Want to grab that gallon jug. Oh, my milk went rotten while I was just dorking around with the mechanics. Damn it! Oh, that's terrible. Missed opportunity. Alright, well, we'll go put it over here in the corner. Unload milk on the ground. There's our gallon jug we'll use for clean water. Keep those for the moment too. Drop that one and those. Butcher, short rope. Butcher, short rope. And that's probably enough now. This is going to give us a big pile of 300. That is not big enough. We need more than that. Alright. Red string, rope string. We'll do more later if we need it. Be fine for the moment. Let's put this. Wood source in the corner. Better firewood source that. You will put right next to it. Drop gallon jug up in the corner. Ah, crap. Didn't mean to do that. Ah, good. That's my quick eat and drink pile right there. I just step away from my main pile so I have a much shorter list to look at when I want to do food or drink. Once we're not in Osgus, we'll take care of that. So, let's see here. Prep work wise, it's getting a little bit later in the day. 1:13 now. We're Still infected. Still got our took antibiotic rate. Again, I don't know what my timer is, so I think pretty soon I might have to take another dose just to make sure I stay ahead of that. Alright, let's go ahead and get a fire going. I want to get some clean water cooked up. We're going to step away from the fire while we do this so we don't have to breathe in the smoke. Oh, I don't have a... Really? I don't have a pot or pan here? I thought we... crap. That's going to be a problem. How do I not have a pot or pan here? I don't know that I brought one. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a big problem. How did I manage that? Nowhere else in here. Could make... I haven't taken apart anything of those parts. Trying to remember what this provided when we took this stuff apart. Pumps. Metal. Oh. So we're gonna make a brazier. Why, you ask me? Why, Vorm, are you making a brazier? Hey! God dang it. I don't have any light bleeding through. Give me a second. Give me a second. I see fuzzy sparkles on my green screen effect there. That ain't cool. Part of the emergency fiddling with settings that I did right before we went live here. Alright. More fuzzy sparkles. As I was seeing fuzzy sparkles right there from the light. Not quite being set right. Alright, out of sheet metal on my person, sure. So you asked me why am I making a brazier? Like I couldn't boil water a second ago. But now I can boil water! The miracle! Well, that's because, in addition to using the brazier as a fire source, it actually has 2 boiling quality, 1 containing and 1 food cooking. So as long as you're not making complex food that needs 2 food cooking or higher, you can just make 2 braziers if you don't have any other fire-safe containment, and use one of them as the fire source, and use the other one as a quick way to boil water and cook food. So there you go. Tip from your Uncle Vorm. That'll prevent me from having to go out and find a pot. Otherwise, we would have had to take a trip. Yeah, I don't want to take a trip. I just don't want to. I don't remember. Did we go over here? I think this is just a silo in a field. I don't think that has any chance of anything useful. We got a cabin back here. That could also have one. But I might have to contend with things that I don't want to contend with. We'll see if we can make do with what we got, though. Am I still nauseous? I am not. Cool. Let's have a pizza and some cake. And go ahead and get that water cooked up. Let's see. We're going to do 17. I'll drink 2. We'll store 15. I do 2. Alright, you're freaking me out. I have my gallon jug. I'm not holding it, but it should prompt me where I want it to go, so that's a new message. I don't remember that message. So don't freak me out, game. Oh, I stepped away from my table. That was a problem. Yeah. Alright, and cooking water got our cooking skill up to level 1. Exciting. Pour into a container, gallon jug. And we're going to consume the last two. And then we're going to immediately vomit. Thanks, nausea. Thanks, nausea. Oh, wait. Is my took antibiotics gone? It's gone. Uh-oh. Eat antibiotics. Alright. I don't think we lost too much progress there for not being covered. We got our took antibiotics back. So, what time is it? 13:46. So, 1:46 in the afternoon. Alright. And we're nauseous again. Not that big. Go ahead and put that out. I don't have a huge amount of fire making capability either, I don't think. I just got the one matchbook. And I got 20 more. That should be. I don't think we'll be here all that long. So, very hungry and thirsty again. Well, that's the nausea. Just gonna get worse. What else do I need to secure while we're... got to make sure you activate the brazier and then deploy it. So, if I grab this brazier, for example, you don't just drop a brazier and then drop wood on it. Or yeah, brazier. Okay. You don't just drop it and then drop wood in that spot. You got to make sure you use your activate menu, select the brazier to deploy the item. Then you can drop wood on it, light a fire, and it works just fine. So it's giving you, if you're doing that and it's giving you some weird message, then I'm not sure. Then something's not working. But make sure you're activating it. You're not just dropping it down into a spot. I just need it for a tool for boiling water mainly. Alright, these cows and their footsteps are going to get irritating, so I need noise-canceling headgear. I don't have the recipe yet. Must be Fab 2, I think? Or is it tailoring? It might be tailoring, I can't remember. It is something you wear, so it's probably under tailoring, or it's both. I forget. So we're going to have to do some tailoring. We got the ability to do that. Let's, primary skill, tailoring. Look at the list. So... the list, if you're new to the game, is always the lit up ones are the ones you currently have raw materials for. The ones below that are the ones you don't have raw materials for. And they list from highest skill requirement to lowest within their section. Lit section is separated from the unlit section in regards to the skill. So everything is skill 0 right now. I have no ability to make anything. We're going to make some makeshift bandages. That's the best way. We might possibly need some of those anyway. So let's do some makeshift bandages. We'll do 5 at a time and see how much we get. So we're at 62 focus still. Actually, I should get my MP3 player going. Get the MP3 player going, get some music, and that'll help raise our morale a bit, get our focus up. So we got what, 37%. So we're gonna need another 5 at the same number would be what, 74. And then just about the same 5 again, so we'll just do 2 more batches of 5, and we'll have enough. Or close. 87? Did it actually fire off twice more? I don't think it did. So we're up to tailoring 1, and we have, yeah, it did take 20. Alright, fine, be that way. I still have bandaging on all my body parts that are wounded, so I'll worry about installing more here in a minute, or later. Still got our antibiotics. Our focus dropped from all the crafting. Music is just not enough. It never is. It's almost impossible to maintain focus when you're doing anything. Let's see. So now, any other activities I do are going to take longer and longer. Well, let's check noise canceling again. There we go. Noise canceling headgear. Tailoring 1. Very simple. It's the cheap and easy way of getting something that'll block out noise so you can sleep when cows are wandering around the area and causing noise interruptions constantly. 2 long strings and some rags and some thread. And then sewing and cutting. So we'll go ahead and make one of those. Yeah. So there we go. We have noise canceling headgear. Now I can block out the cows. And we're still nauseated. I'm trying to catch our hunger thirst when we're not nauseous. We might just sit here and wait. Alright, let's get something to eat and drink real quick. See if we can hold any of this down. Alright, at least we kept that down, I believe. And we're nauseous again, of course. Right, yeah. Keep that. Okay, what else to work on? So we got tailoring to 1, we got fab to 1, we got cooking to 1, all super exciting. What else? Could read the first aid instruction book. It would help for the next layer of bandaging, but it's going to take quite a while. I want to make sure I've done everything I can do with the light. Well, that's going to be more important. It all has its uses, I guess, but from just an initial comfort and get the basics down standpoint, we've got just about everything covered. We've got water, we've got fire, we've got raw materials for crafting, we've got the earplugs, so I can sleep without getting interrupted. I guess first aid probably is next. We're not running Imperceptive Healer this game. We are Poor Healer, but there's a pretty vast difference between those two. And we'll heal up pretty much all this damage within a night or two, probably, regardless of whether I slap bandages on it. I will still do so, but not too concerned there at the moment. Nothing's going to help me conquer the leg infection. So let's go ahead and just read for the first aid. We'll just read from here. I want time to pass, basically. I'd like it to pass usefully, but I got very limited amount of books to read, and I want to find out if this thing is going to go away. I don't want to spend 4 hours of me doing all the early game, leveling up and crafting and grinding just to die of the infection anyway. So that's usually what I do when I have this situation is I just lay in bed. I just stick a pile of food and water next to the bed, and I just sit in bed, eat, sleep, read, eat, sleep, read, eat, sleep, read, until I either die or the infection goes away. We didn't come out with as many books for me to do quite that, so... But, yeah, let's just read. I'm going to go ahead and open up another window. We're going to start losing the light here pretty soon. We'll stand in a way that we minimize our visibility to any enemies. So if I stood here, well, they can't technically see over that fence, but yeah, always be thinking about minimizing your view to the exterior. There shouldn't be much that would show up here at this kind of location, but I don't have anything running on batteries, right? Just the MP3 player. That's fine. Actually, that's not going to help. We're going to instantly drain our morale down, and the MP3 player won't keep up anyway, so we're going to turn that off. Just a waste of batteries. 0 to 1, 8 minutes, 8 intelligence. Give it to me. Oh yeah, the cows. The cows. Wear headgear. Now start. We're gonna get level 1 before the sun goes down. It's gonna be close. Oh, cows coming to visit. Hey, we got level 1. Look at that. Right before the sun went down. Nauseous again. Still have our leg infection. And we're tired now, which is okay. I'd rather wait a little longer. But, going to bed now is probably an idea. Alright, let's close up some windows. And I need to wait a little bit. I need to get some food and water in me before I sleep. And let some 5-minute periods pass here. Take a sip and a nibble. Another sip. Another nibble. I'm just gonna have a lake of vomit in here. I'm gonna have to make me a mop. Can I make a mop yet? I forget what it takes to make a mop. Hey, look, I can make a mop. What does the scent map look like? No, it's fairly well contained. There's the scent map. So the walls do a pretty good job of containing. I mean, I've been in this room forever, and a little bit gets to the window, a little bit gets through the door. So the building contains it fairly well. And there are limitations. Last episode, somebody had said that the code seems to show that standard zombies have a scent rating, and the number that has to be 10 or 11 before they'll take notice. So these little tiny bits that leak out should not be a problem normally. Things with really good senses of smell, which certain enemies have lower thresholds for what that number is before they take notice. But yeah, there's the scent map. I've been trying to showcase the scent map and the scent mechanics for the last few episodes to kind of bring up awareness. So for newer players, there's sight is the strongest motivator for enemies if they are hostile to you. Seeing you is the strongest overriding factor. Usually they'll ignore other scents and sounds, mostly to run at you if they can see you. Following that is sound. If they can hear sound and they don't have something closer to them making additional sound that they're more focused on. And then finally, scent. They have to hit a certain minimum threshold of these scent numbers in order to then start following the trail. Notice the numbers get bigger closer to me, where the scent is the strongest. So they just follow the big numbers. So if something did scent me here, they would follow 17, then they go to 49, then they go to 74, then they go to 120, and then they'd nibble on me. So they just follow the bigger numbers. That's kind of how they use that as a guidance to chase you around in the dark when they can't see you. So I got this hotkeyed on my F10 hotkey. You can have it as well if you would like it, if you want to know the info and kind of get a feel for it. After playing the game a ton, I just know for the most part. I just have a general feel for how it works. But if we go to hotkeys, scroll down, it is right here. View scent map. Just put that on a hotkey, and you too can open up your scent map whenever you'd like. There are ways to mask your scent. Cigarettes and cigars, for example, the smell of those dampens your scent cloud. So there are some dangers to using those, but yeah, there's various ways to control it. You can take traits to give you less or more scent and all that kind of stuff. An important mechanic to be aware of, and it's more useful when I demonstrate it when I'm running around in a city and I can show the big cloud following out behind me as I'm running around trying to avoid things, and then people can get a much better feel because I can point at a zombie, and as it moves and it hits my scent trail, they can then see the zombie all of a sudden curve back towards me as they follow it. So it makes a lot more sense if you kind of play around with it in the test world or even in your own game. You'll get a better feel for the mechanic and how to adjust your own maneuvering so that you don't get surprised by stuff coming up behind you, follows you. So yeah, we're gonna make a lake of vomit in here apparently. We've managed to maintain the hydration at least. That absorbs into our system faster than the hunger. And I'm not too worried about loss of calories over the next few days. Even if I did need a thing between now and when we died of starvation or died of the infection, we wouldn't burn so many calories that I couldn't get recovered from it. Especially since we've got cows, I can just go slaughter a cow, and we can do the the min-max food method. I've mentioned a few places. All right, so I think I might just sleep while hungry, because otherwise I'm probably just gonna keep going it up. We'll do one more, probably, and we'll call it good. Let's just go take a nap. I'd rather just, well, actually, what time is it? So, it was 14, just before 1400, I think, when we took our last antibiotic dose. So we're only not even halfway through that dose. Maybe I will stay awake a little longer. I want to get a little further into the dose, so when I can take another one right before I go to sleep and not quote-unquote waste it. I don't want to sleep 10 hours and have the dose wear off 5 hours in. I don't want to take a dose to reset it when I've still got a lot of the current dose in me. So let's min-max that a little bit. Go ahead and let's try the reading light. Oh no, we got candles. I don't need it. Oh well, I only have 20 matches lighter doses right now, so yeah, let's do the reading. Activate. I don't have a lot of battery power. Okay. Oh yeah, we don't have a book to read. What am I thinking? Can't do the. We're done. I can't remember. Did I bring any other books? I think I have one other book, and it's the tailoring book. I need to get to tailoring 3 for. So let's go ahead and just do some more tailoring. So next up on the menu is what? Arm warmers? I forget. I do it so many times. You'd think I would have all of these progressions just memorized. No, it's not the arm warmers. It's the... leg warmers. I have leg warmers? Wait, it is arm warmers. Oh, I don't have, what the hell? Oh, they're changing things. Things are changing. Ah. What? Cotton sheet, patchwork cotton clothing parts. The hell's all that stuff? All right. New things. Huh. Question: if you successfully conquered a mostly intact military base at the start of the character and you're on day 3, what would you do with yourself? QYY. If you're asking me personally, I would just QYY, because I've taken military base off my list of allowable places to visit. I don't go to apartment complexes, and I don't go to or apartment towers. I don't go to military bases. There's a few places I just don't go because they just render the game too easy for me, for pretty much anybody that knows how to play the game. Military bases are way too easy to abuse and have just ridiculous amounts of stuff for the danger level they offer. So I wouldn't do anything because I wouldn't continue that run. You've already got 99% of all the good stuff. So what's the point? Go suicide into something, I guess. So sorry, you're gonna have to answer your own question there. So yeah, apparently we've had some kind of a clothing rework that I haven't encountered yet. My beloved arm warmers that I usually go to have got weird parts, cotton sheets, and 22 of them. What is that stuff? Is leg warmer still in the old one? Because I can make those. Yeah, that's still the old one. So why the separation? Why the preference for arm warmers over leg warmers? I don't understand. I are confused. How's helicopters now? Couldn't tell you. Never tried it. It's only been out for a very, very short period of time. I'm going to let other victims explore the helicopters. I tend not to jump on the new stuff. You guys want brand new day 1 stuff, unless it's forced into my face and I have to deal with it, I tend to leave it alone for a little bit. I don't like, because people ask me questions. I mean, I don't mind. I love answering questions, but it's too new. I'm not going to deal with it. So I let other people do that kind of stuff. Let them do it. They can work the initial bugs out, and then over time I'll start dabbling in it and learning it. But early, it's too prone to have problems and be changed too rapidly, and I can't give solid answers to things. So Migo Camp, for example, I didn't touch that for quite a while, and I'm likely never to touch it again, given the way it's set up. But I eventually looked into it, but that kind of stuff, yeah, I have no personal interest in the helicopter stuff. I doubt I'll ever use one except for just to be able to answer some basic questions about how it's implemented.